Hello everyone, I'm Srikant and welcome to our channel Happy Bellyfish. So we got a lot of comments in our last few videos to show recipes without the use of tomato, garlic and onion. So I'll not be using any of these ingredients today. So what are we going to make today? This vegetable, but we'll make two recipes. One is a lentil soup with this bottle gourd. We call it Lauki Chana Dal. And the second one is a yogurt based spicy and pungent raita. But before all of that, you need to know how to get the right bottle gourd or Lauki for cooking. And buying this can be very tricky, just like how you buy watermelons. When you buy it, you come home, you do all the tapping and then find out it's inedible. It's not sweet enough. So you need to check if the skin is smooth, it's uniformly colored, and that it is not too hard when you press it. So this vegetable comes in different shape and sizes, but the ones I'll be using today will look like this, and it might be dark or light green in color depending on where you're staying on this planet, where it's grown. People sometimes press their nails right into the skin to check the dryness of the vegetable. I would not recommend it unless you are really committed to buy. And the idea is to choose the one that is fresh and it is tender. If it's too mature, the seeds will be hard and inedible. And most importantly, once you're done peeling, take a small piece of it and taste it. It must not be bitter. It will have a very sweet zucchini-like taste. If it's bitter, then the vegetable is inedible. You must just throw it away. Alright, so let's begin now with our first recipe, Lauki Chana Dal. And for this, I'm going to use today split Bengal gram or Chana Dal. I'm going to take 1 cup of this Chana Dal, which should be enough for around 4 portions. Wash and rinse it thoroughly at least twice before you soak it in water, and soak it for at least 30 minutes. While the lentils soak, let's prepare the vegetable. First, you have to peel the skin away. The skin is actually not inedible. It can be used to make chutneys, which I'll be showing in another video. Now cut away the bottom and the top part off. You can see the inside pulp, which is white, smooth, and the seeds are soft and tender, and you don't see any discoloration. If there is a discoloration, then it's a sign of spoilage. I'll be using half of it for the lentil soup, dal, and the other half for the raita. For the dal, I'm going to cut the peeled bottle gourd into 1-inch cubes. After soaking the lentils for around 30 minutes, rinse it once or twice and add these to a pressure cooker. Add around 2 cups of the chopped bottle gourd. The consistency I want is quite thick, so I'm going to add just 2 cups of water. If you are cooking this lentil in an open pot, then use about 4 cups of water. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric and 1 teaspoon of salt. Mix everything and pressure cook this in an instant pot for around 15 minutes. And if you are using a standard pressure cooker, then it needs around 4 to 5 whistles. When these lentils are cooked the right way, they will still hold their shape. And when you press them between your fingers, it will be very soft and very creamy. Even at this stage, these cooked lentils with bottle gourd taste really good. And sometimes I prefer it having this way without any additional spice. Or if you have seen my other videos on flaxseed za'atar seasoning or pumpkin seed seasoning, then you can even use them to flavor this cooked dal. I'll leave the links to those videos in the description. And while you enjoy these videos, please remember to support and sustain our work with your like and subscribe. Now let's flavor these lentils with spices and herbs. And since we are not going to use any garlic, onion and tomatoes, we'll be making a paste out of ginger and green chili. Take 1 tablespoon each of chopped ginger and green chili and make a paste from these in a mortar and pestle. If you need to add small amount of water, especially if you're blending it in a blender, then you can add about 1 tablespoon of it. You will get roughly 2 tablespoons of this ginger and chili paste that can be used not just in this recipe, but in many others. And these are the whole and ground spices that we'll be using today. 2 tej patta, 2-inch piece of cinnamon or cassia, 8 to 10 cloves, and 1 tablespoon of jeera. 2 teaspoons of coriander powder, half a tablespoon of red chili powder, and half a tablespoon of amchur or dried mango powder. Now if you do not have these whole spices but just jeera, you can still cook this recipe. Add 2 tablespoons of cooking oil to a pan that is on medium heat, and when the oil is hot, add the whole spices to it. Mix and cook for around 1 minute or less. And as soon as you hear the cumin seeds flutter, add the ginger and chili paste and cook for around 1 minute. Now add around 1 cup of cooked lentil and mash it slightly. This will act like a base to which we will add the ground spices. After you have added the ground spices, continue to mix and cook for around 3 minutes on medium heat. Add the remaining lentils to the pan, and while I'm keeping the consistency of the lentils thick, you can add more water if you need to at this time. Add chopped coriander leaves, about a quarter cup, and then cover the pan with a lid and let it simmer for around 5 minutes on low heat. When the dal is ready, you will not miss the onion, tomato and garlic here. The sharp flavors of ginger and chili does the trick. Now let's use the other half of the bottle gourd and mix it with yogurt and make a raita with it. First, we will cut this vegetable into smaller half-inch pieces. Add 2 cups of these cut bottle gourds to a pot along with 1 cup of water. We need to cook these until they are soft. This will take around 10 to 12 minutes on medium to low heat. You can also steam them if you have a steaming utensil. Drain the excess water and allow it to cool. We need a spicy paste now made with just 3 ingredients: brown mustard seeds, ginger and chili. Chop them coarsely so that it's easier for you to grind them. And if you like to keep it mildly spicy, then remember to remove the seeds from the chili. Chopping the ginger and chili makes it easier for you to grind it in a mortar and pestle. First, we will add the mustard seeds to the mortar and pestle and grind it coarsely. And this is because we are making a very small batch of it, and it helps to grind the mustard seeds to break them open first when it is a single ingredient. Once the mustard seeds are ground coarsely, then add 1 tablespoon of ginger and 1 tablespoon of green chili to the mortar that is already having the mustard seeds and start grinding this together. You may have to add some water, but add no more than what is necessary, which will be around 1 tablespoon. You will get a coarse paste that looks something like this. Now, if you're going to make a larger batch, you can use a blender or a stab mixer to get the job done. Now that the paste is ready, let's move further and add 1 cup of yogurt to a bowl and mix it with half a cup of water. Now add the cooked lauki or bottle gourd, whatever you want to call them, and add salt as per your taste preference. And now it's the time to add the ginger, chili and mustard seed paste, but don't add it all at the same time. Add half of it first, mix everything and taste, and if you think it needs more, only then add some more. The ginger and chili that we get all over the world can differ in taste and intensity, so you will have to make adjustments both while you're making the paste and when you're using it. Wash off the mortar with tiny amount of water and add it to the yogurt. There is one optional ingredient that I like to add to this raita: roasted and ground cumin seeds. Making it is very simple. We will dry roast these cumin seeds to a darker shade and we will not use any oil. Keep the heat on medium and you need to roast it for around 5 to 7 minutes. Add this to a mortar and pound it until you get a fine powder. Use this roasted cumin powder to garnish the raita. And even when you don't have the bottle gourd with you, you can always use just salt and this roasted jeera and you will get this raita, the plain raita, which is out of this world. Both this Lauki and Chana Dal are some of my favorite foods. They're very easy to make and very soothing. Serve it with your favorite type of rice, quinoa or millet, or pair it with roti. It's just one of those type of foods that you can eat with almost anything. So there you have it, 2 recipes without the use of tomato, garlic and onion, and the paste that we have made today with ginger, chili and the other one with the mustard seeds. You can use them in your cooking when you make fresh vegetables. Let me know in the comments what I can make for you next, and I will see you soon in the next video.